Hey guys, good afternoon. It's Cali. How's everybody doing today? I have a little bit of a cold, so you'll please have to excuse me if I'm sounding a bit under the weather. I am, but I'm on the mend. I put extra lemon in my green juice this morning, and I'm feeling okay. I don't have a lot of patience for this kind of stuff. It's like, I don't want to feel sick. I have things to do, but I have no art and no auction haul for you guys this week. I'm so sorry. I have been busy, um, but I just don't, I'm so used to having something to show you guys that this is it. I switched up the view a little bit. I'm right next to my sliding glass doors here, and there's leaves all over my porch, and I have to get out there this week and definitely empty out the pots and, get rid of the dead plants. And I have a little compost pile out there, which I'm actually able to maintain, just a small one, but it's nice to put leaves in and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. So I'm enjoying the fall weather a lot. We went yesterday to a really cool place that I've never been before called Heaven Hill Farm. Oh, see, I do have something to show you guys. And I highly recommend this place for anybody who lives around my area. I live in Sullivan County, New York, but Orange County, Rockland County, anywhere, it's worth a drive even. It's outside of Florida, New York. Oh, it's in Vernon, New Jersey. So shout out to these guys. We spent all day there yesterday with my grandchildren and my daughter and my son-in-law and Tom and Nick and I, and we just had an amazing day, and there was so much stuff to do there. It was like a pumpkin patch, corn maze, carnival, hundreds of acres. This place was huge. There was no way you could do it all in one day, but we crammed in a lot of stuff. I got to see some pig races. They raced for donuts, and they just really interactive stuff. The kids had a great time, and it was so much fun. And I got a pumpkin, and so that was really great. It was nice to be able to spend the day outside, and Tom doesn't often get a lot of time away from work, so he had a blast, and it was just really cool. I wish I could have had all my kids there. That's really hard when I think about my daughter and my grandkids in North Carolina, especially at times like this, that we're not all able to share. But we did get her on Skype while we were there, or FaceTime or something. So we got to say hi for a minute anyway. But I'm just looking at some notes here. What else? What else did I do this week? I'll go backwards. So yesterday, Saturday, pumpkin picking. Friday night, we went to, I told you, it was my dear friend Steve Schwartz's birthday. Shout out to Steve. And we got to see, oh my God, my friend Renata is in a band called Firebrand. Actually with a guitarist that I used to be in a band with. It's so cool. Now I've actually lived around this area for the last 20 years or so in various parts, and so when you see how things come around in full circle, but this isn't about me. Anyway, great music, and Patty got up and did Honky Tonk Woman, and that was cool, and we just had fun. We had great dinner, and very loud. I'm getting old, but we got home at like, after midnight, and it just seemed like, yesterday we were joking that, it's going to take another full day to recover, and I don't drink anymore. So that's just, on a cup of coffee and some, eggplant. But we had a great time, and it was always good to see our friends. Our friend, I talk about Antoine and Ellen. Antoine also got up and sang, and it was really cool. And I miss music in my life. Well, there's always music in my life. What am I talking about? I miss singing myself, a little bit. And originally, Steve had been going to do this at the Rivoli Theater, I think I told you guys. And this, how am I talking about this right now? Anyway, I will be doing more singing. How about that? I'm putting that out there. And actually, Patty was like, oh, I want to sing something with you. And not necessarily out, but just to, I used to have a very dear friend, Jamie, who I used to sing with all the time. And I miss singing with another person and harmonizing and having that kind of fun. So I'm going to do that. And also, my guitar right now is at Tom's getting fixed. But I'm going to try to dedicate, see if I say it to you guys, then I feel I have to hold myself accountable. Dedicate a little more time on my guitar. And I've been playing the same chords and way since I'm 14 years old, but actually seeing Patty playing and stuff too is inspiring me also. You know, just for fun, just because my soul needs it, you know, not because I need the applause, although I've always tried to be in the spotlight somehow. Don't ask me why. Ego. But that's not why. I sing because I love to sing. And yeah, I'm being vulnerable with you guys. Look at me caring and sharing. Speaking of being vulnerable, I wanted to touch on, again, I, you know, my channel is called A One-Legged Life, so you guys know especially on these days, Sundays, I kind of give it to you what my whole life is about, you know, so, but the focus of my channel, I would like it to be, if I need to put a focus on, is art, obviously, you know. So I think sometimes, oh, should I start a second channel, just kind of a lifestyle channel? But honestly, you know, it's enough to just try to take care of this one. So I'm hoping that if people don't want to see other than art, they'll click off, right? I shouldn't even, like, obviously that's what happens. People don't want to see something. First they'll give you a thumbs down and then they'll go away, right? Hopefully they'll go away. But anyway, that was a big segue into, I talking about my food journey and my journey towards a healthier lifestyle. And, you know, I've really been thinking a lot about this week, and I've never really in-depth analyzed my own behaviors and my own issues, if you will, around diet and eating and body image and all of those things that go along with it. And, you know, it just made me examine my life and my relationship with food from the beginning, you know. And I've been writing notes and taking things down, and, you know, only so far one person has requested that I share this information, but I think it could be helpful to others. So I don't know, maybe I can, like, incorporate, and I'm just talking out loud, you guys, maybe I should dedicate a day during the week that I can just kind of do personal, too much information type of videos, you know? I don't know, but it was really interesting and therapeutic to kind of go through and examine that kind of stuff, you know? Because if you would ask me, I would tell you that I have no issues with food. I have a lot of issues with other things, but that food wasn't one of them. But in looking at everything, you know, it's interesting. So I'm not going to abandon that idea, and I think I will share that with you guys. But like I said, maybe I'll try to dedicate a day during the week. And now that winter's coming along, I should have more time during the week for those kind of personal things. So let me know if that's of interest to some of you guys. And I wanted to thank you for all of you guys for your love and support. I hesitated last week, excuse me, to talk about my hip pain, but thank you so much for the outpouring of love and support, my God, and great ideas, you know. A few, you know, I got so much love and support, but a few of you gave me really good concrete ideas for, one was for Maricha. I was recommended a chiropractor, and I honestly never thought about that. And Maricha, I think you're absolutely right, and I'm going to do that. I've never been to a chiropractor. I've always wanted to, and because of the way that I'm standing only on the one leg when I am standing, my spine is definitely out of alignment, and that certainly could be impinging on nerves. That could be attributing not only to my hip pain, but also to, I have that kind of frozen shoulder thing where I can really only lift my arm up this high on this arm. So I've heard that can alleviate that too. So thank you so much. And also Angela Rossetti, Angela Nash, Lottie, you guys gave me specific recommendations for treatments that I'm definitely going to look into. And I thank you so much. So I love this part of having a YouTube channel, is the direct interaction I get with you guys, and I thank you so much. So thanks, you guys. And I am, you know, I have a doctor's appointment Thursday, this Thursday. My mother wanted to know, Mom, I have an appointment on Thursday, and I'm just going to kind of let him know where things are at, see what he recommends. I kind of have a feeling the way it's going to go, you know, but we'll see. Maybe I'm surprised. My doctor's pretty cool. I've had the same one for 20 years. He knows my story, so There's that. But other than that and the cold, I really am feeling really good, and I'm so, so happy still to be juicing every day. Tom's gotten the juicing bug now. We're going to get him a juicer, and it's just been a really great thing. So I'm super psyched about that. What else did I do this week? I went to my grandson's book fair, which I love book fairs. I loved them as a kid. And do you guys remember the Weekly Reader magazine we used to get in school? I love that, and I loved always ordering books. I've been a book freak. You guys know how much I love to read and love books. That's been my whole life, ever since I learned to read in first grade with my teacher, Miss Toner. Hi, Miss Toner, wherever you are today. I clearly remember learning to read, so I love to be able to live vicariously. You know, I did it through my kids, and now I could do it through my grandchildren, and it's great. So we went and got some books and got to meet Cart's teacher, and it's so important to be involved and show support as much as you can, because you get one time to do this stuff. It goes by in an instant. So really happy to be able to do that, and Tom shares my enthusiasm for this stuff too, so it's great. That's been really cool, and I think I told you Patty came over and we hung out, and I'm loving my sister so much, and yeah, my life is good, and I'm so blessed. And the reason we didn't get to the auction last night, honestly, is just I was exhausted. We got back from pumpkin picking at like, I don't know, 6 o'clock-ish, maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we were all just wiped out from Friday night to Saturday. It was like, so didn't go. And honestly, as much as I miss my auction friends, and hi auction friends, hi Kat and Ross and everybody, Diana, I'm okay with it. I certainly don't need anything, and I do have plans for some more things I want to do in the art realm, Halloween-ish. And sometimes it's like, I just want to do something and not film it. And I'm not complaining, you guys, but why miss an opportunity? So there might be a couple more videos coming from me on that. And this week, whether I feel better or not, I am gonna just forge through. It's so tough. What else is going on? I joined a new group on Facebook this week, A Life of Art and Self-Expression, and shout out to all those amazing women and men over there. That's Gina Ahrens is the administrator of that group, and what a cool group, an amazing, amazing group of people, and for resources, and I've gotten a warm, warm welcome over there. And I'm not a very active group member, or let me say I haven't been a very active group member in the past with things like this, but I do watch on the sidelines, and I do pay attention, and I'm just really, really happy to be a part of that group over there, and so thank you for the warm welcome of that. And speaking of groups, the Gypsy and the Witch, our Facebook group with Rita Marie and I have on Facebook. Welcome new members there. We continue to grow, and there's been a lot of caring and sharing going on there, and it's very exciting because this week on the 15th, it's fitting because tomorrow is a new moon, so this is great. New projects, new things rolling out. And this week on the 15th, we are going to be releasing the 3rd installment of the Gypsy and Witch Creative Journaling Journey page. And you'll find out what we did for a theme on that day, on the 15th. And I'm super excited. I have my video all ready to go. And it's hard because Rita and I don't share them until the day of, and so it's the anticipation is there for us as well. And it's really cool that I know that our sisters, and so far no brothers yet in our group, but I'm really curious to see what everyone's come up with this year, and I know people are excited for the theme as well, so that's going to be really cool. And also this week I was able to find out who the mysterious Marnold was. Remember, I showed you guys the Happy Mail that I had received, and I didn't know who it was. Well, I found out who it was, and I'm not going to share who it was because I know a few of you guys also got Happy Mail from the mysterious Marnold, so see if you could figure it out as well. But it was cool, and we were able to connect, and I'm happy that we did, and we're friends, and life is great. So I'm loving also the YouTube Facebook connection that's here, and the web, really the web that we have woven around us and continues to grow, and it's so cool. So that's that. Just looking down here. Wow. Oh, I wanted to talk, and this is not, I will not give any spoilers. I have no spoilers to give. But I did want to mention American Horror Story, and I'm not going to talk about it because I haven't seen it yet. And the other day, I was watching a video from Kelly Donovan, and she mentioned it, and I thought she was going to talk about it. I was like, don't say anything, I haven't seen it yet. So, but what happened was, Tom and I both have cable for our Wi-Fi, and when you get it from the cable company, that also gives you access to television. Now, of course, they don't advertise that, and maybe I'd get in trouble for saying this, but if you pay for Wi-Fi, it's all the same cable, it's all the same network, you will get cable television. So I get cable television. I pay for Wi-Fi, but I don't pay for TV per se. So I have all the channels except for anything you pay for. So like Showtime, or I don't know, what else do you pay for? No pay for channels. But I have everything from 2 through, Tom as well, same thing. But his channels are numbered differently than mine. So, 2 isn't necessarily CBS or whatever. And so American Horror Story is on the FX channel. And I have the FX channel, and I'm assuming he did too. So we were over there Wednesday night, and I'm all excited. I had, well, we're going to watch it. He's all excited too because we've watched all the seasons. And I'm looking through, and I couldn't figure out what FX was on his channel. So I'm literally writing things down and figuring out what is what. Well, it took me like an hour, and at the end of that, we realized he doesn't have the FX channel. So what we did was, and he's a sweetie bear, he ordered the whole season on Amazon, and you can do that. You can pay for the whole season, and you'll own it at the end of it. The only catch is, they don't air it at the exact same time that it's being aired. They put it up one day later. So it aired on Wednesday. It was available on Amazon on Thursday. So, well, P.S. Tom, got Nick on Thursday, so I haven't been over there. And we swore we wouldn't watch it without each other. And so tonight, I get a chance to go see the first episode. And yesterday at the pumpkin patch, my daughter was like, "Did you see it? Oh my God." And I'm like, "Don't tell me. I don't want to know." So any other American Horror fans out there, American Horror Story fans out there, give me a thumbs up and let me know. And don't do any spoilers in case anyone else hasn't seen it. So you'll never hear a spoiler from me, but just know that I'm sure I'm going to be enjoying it. And what else did I want to say? I talked about our release. You know what, you guys? Oh, and there was also thank you to Barb, Fairies in My Pond, for the kombucha recipe, if you will. I don't know if you guys know anything about kombucha tea. It's a tea made from a fermented culture. Looks like a jellyfish. And it has amazing health benefits. And I've brewed it in the past and kept it in a big, like a empty pickle jar. And it looks like something from outer space. But you strain it and you drink the tea, and it's amazing. It's therapeutic for everything you can think of. It's useful for. But I don't know why I stopped brewing it or using it. Maybe moving and things like that. But Barb recommended it again, and she's right. But she gave me hints on how to, because in the past I've only ever bought my cultures. You can order them on Amazon. They mail them to you like in a Ziploc bag, and they're cheap. I think they're like $5 or something. But Barb actually told me how I could make my own using store-bought kombucha tea. So I'm interested to try that. And yeah, so thank you. And you guys, I am going to cut this short because I'm tired. Not to complain. I love you guys so much. You know I do. And next week I will be at the auction, and I will have things to show you. But stay tuned on the 15th this week. I will have the Gypsy and the Witch's third video up, and hopefully a couple more this week. I'm itching to get my fingers in some polymer clay. I've been really inspired. Who else did I see? Oh, my little sister Angela Nash did a super cool witch's apothecary cabinet out of an Altoid tin. I know that's not an original idea, but she did a really super great job and very inspiring. And so, you know, it's like, again, my to-do list is this long. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start doing it. So I love you guys all so much. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sending you nothing but love and good vibrations. And I'll talk to you during the week. All right? So let me know again if you want to hear, like, you know, a TMI channel. Of course you do. You guys are nosy, right? I'm nosy. I want to know all about stuff. But, you know, I hesitate to overshare. I don't ever want to, I don't know. But, you know, my life's an open book. I really have no secrets. Do I? Listen. Ooh, ah, ooh. No secret about how much I love you guys. So, again, blessed be. I'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful week. Love you.